What's up and welcome back to the channel. Out here on an absolutely gorgeous early afternoon, Alpine, Wyoming, just walking through some BLM land. Took the mountain bike and decided to ride out here. Had gotten a few comments, questions on the air quality, and so just wanted to just do some more engineering geeky measurements and see what ends up happening when you're way outside the city. I'll actually do something a little more interesting too, measure for tvocs. There was actually a Cessna Citation, a little 525 private jet that landed here a little bit ago, and see what the effect is of that on the total volatile organic compounds. So let's go ahead and see. Got my stuff with me. And we got CO2. We'll take a look at that first. CO2 measurements, typically, if you're in a population center, you'll probably see something closer to 375 to 425 parts per million outdoor. And so let's just see what we've got here. So just taking a reading, see if we can see that. So about 287 parts per million. So definitely lower out here, just being outside the effects of people and whatnot. There's no livestock or anything currently grazing out here on the BLM land either. But anyway, that's about 100 parts per million less than you would typically see if you were in a city somewhere outside. So let's go ahead and also take a look at measurements for our PM 2.5 and PM 10 like we've done in the previous videos. So kind of like what I would expect here, it's, you can see all around me here, very clear. It's about 35, 36 degrees or so. Started out way below freezing this morning, but anyway, nice breeze here, so most likely this is all indicative of pretty good air quality. So let's go ahead and see. See if we can take a look there. There we go. So you could read that PM 2.5 is 3.3 micrograms per cubic meter, and our PM 10 is 5.2 micrograms per cubic meter. So just talking about that, like I mentioned in the last video, PM 2.5 count of 10 micrograms per cubic meter is considered, that's indicative of good air quality. And then a PM 10 count of 30 or less micrograms per cubic meter is indicative of good air quality. So yeah, definitely everything is really nice out here, but not what you would, you'd obviously kind of expect this just given what it looks like. And let's go ahead and also just look for just formaldehyde for just for the sake of doing that, and also the tvocs, like I'd mentioned, since we just had that private jet that flew by and landed. Let's go ahead and take a look at the levels here. First we'll look at the formaldehyde and the tvoc levels. So it looks like our formaldehyde is 0.02 milligrams per cubic meter. That's pretty good. Typically 0.12 milligrams per cubic meter is the generally accepted threshold for good air quality. And then you can also see our tvoc, it's hovering at about 0.05 milligrams per cubic meter. Typically 0.3 milligrams per cubic meter is considered good air quality. So definitely in the good range here. Anyway, hopefully this has been helpful. If it has, feel free to like and subscribe, and we will see you in the next video. Bye.